Well, hello. It is so nice to meet you. Hey guys, my name is Lindsay and I am with Perfectly Pastry. Who is Perfectly Pastry? We are a local bakery in Waterloo, Illinois. How are you guys doing? We've just had so many new people liking us, following us on all of our social media. And so I thought that we'd get on here and we just do a recap of our hours, our location, and how we function because we are a little bit different than a lot of your other bakeries. And so I just thought I would leave you guys in today. All right. So I actually have a handy dandy little banner that I made one time. I made this banner. So I'm not the greatest with detail. I always thought I was super detailed because I'm super analytical. And I found out I am not very good at details. I'm not. I can formulate an idea and then I'll execute it and then I'll work out the kinks from there. I work the details out from there. But I am not a detail oriented person, I found out. So there you go. That's what happens when you take a PI test. You understand your strengths and your weaknesses. And so one time I actually put this banner on and I had our hours wrong. Yeah, it happens. That was my business faux pas. I have quite a few business faux pas. If you're like, I'd like to find a business person who's like, we're not 100% perfect all the time, I'm that gal. I'll tell you, I have made some big business faux pas. I won't even go into it, but I thought I would go ahead and share with you today just a little bit about Perfectly Pastry. So we are in Waterloo, Illinois. Our address is 201 North Main Street in Waterloo, Illinois, and we're open Tuesday through Saturday from 7:30 to 2 p.m. So if you haven't stopped in the shop, we want to invite you to come in and stop by. Just remember, we are open Tuesday through Saturday from 7:30 to 2. See, look at that. I actually got that right. I'm going to tell you another faux pas in a little bit because I've got my board here and I'm going to tick away the things I'm going to talk about. And I'm actually going to tell you a second faux pas that I actually have done on live before. It has happened. Yes. Okay. So some of you may ask oh, what do you guys offer in your shop? That is a great question. We do offer a variety of options and we do change out our flavors. So we rotate our flavors out all the time. So you might not always have the same flavor every single day. Our baker likes to bake what she wants to bake, right? So we get input from you guys on all the different flavors that you like. And then we carry some favorites. We carry some of our favorites and we're always playing around with different things. So one of the biggest things that when people come in and we're like, oh, is this your first time in? They're like, yes, this is my first time in. Here's the biggest thing that we love to tell you. So we love to play around with cheesecake and we got rid of that traditional graham cracker crust and we start with a gooey cake on bottom and then we build our cheesecakes on top of that. And we have a large variety of cheesecakes. I'm going to let you know that the French silk by far is one of my favorites. My husband, he loves the pumpkin pie cheesecake. My sister loves the peanut butter pie cheesecake. My dad loves the banana pudding cheesecake. My mom loves the Heath gooey butter cheesecake. So those are just some of our gooey butters, but we have a lot of other options in our shop. So we have cheesecake in our shop. And of course, who can have a bakery without having some gooey butter cake itself? Yeah, so not only do we use it on our cheesecakes, but we also offer gooey butter cake. Some of the I want to say the best, most selling ones. It's kind of funny because they actually are all that way. So I was like, oh. Obviously, most people go with original. Everybody likes original gooey butter cake, but we have more than just original gooey butter cake. We have a German chocolate gooey butter cake, a fan favorite. I mean, all of these are fan favorites, so I don't even know what to say. So we carry the German chocolate in our shop most days. We do strawberry, which is a seasonal one. We bring that out seasonally. And our lemon coconut, which we bring in and out seasonally. And then for the fall, a lot of times we'll roll out the maple pecan one, which everybody loves because it's fall, right? Who doesn't love fall flavors in the fall? And then we start to, put away some of our spring flavors, which a lot of you guys were like, please don't. Let's not put them away for the spring and the fall. Let's just have them all the time. But yes, we do rotate out the different flavors in the shop, but most of the time you can find original and you can find German chocolate, and then we throw in some of our favorite ones on top of that. All right, we carry scones in our shop. Some of you guys may have never tried scones and you might be like, what is a scone? So a scone, the best way to describe a scone is it's like a biscuit without the mess of a biscuit and jelly, right? So if you get a fruit one, it tastes like a biscuit with jelly because of the fruit without all the mess of the fruit. Honestly, my absolute favorite one is the chocolate chip scone. I love chocolate chip scones because I can't do a whole lot of sweets. They start to make me sick. And chocolate chip scones are not overly sweet. So they taste like a chocolate chip cookie without like all the sugar. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, you know, there's obviously not everything good in scones, right? I'm not saying that they're better than cookies or anything like that. I'm just saying they don't taste as sweet as a chocolate chip cookie, but they taste like a chocolate chip cookie. So those are some of my favorites personally. We also have muffins. So we offer a variety of muffins in our shop. I have some ultimate favorite muffins, and I probably shared with you guys numbers of times like what my favorite ones are. Cranberry orange, one of my favorites. Pistachio, one of my favorites. Chocolate chip orange, one of my absolute favorites. I thought I was going to hate that. I cannot believe how much I like orange and chocolate together. My mom was like, that's a normal thing. And I was like, really? Because I would never put those two together. And I absolutely love them. So we do have regular muffins, but we actually, and a variety of cookies. I almost forgot cookies, right? Like, don't forget the cookies. And I know a lot of you who come in the shop are like, do not forget the peanut butter energy bites. All right, so let's back it up. Cookies. We do offer a variety of cookies in the shop. We have your chocolate chip. We have your M&M. We do carry sugar cookies. And I laugh, right? I'm laughing over here because I'm like, haha. So our oatmeal, our maple oatmeal raisin cookies go over really, really well. So we also do wholesale at a lot of different coffee shops and the surrounding areas, I guess I should say. It's not like right by Waterloo, but the surrounding areas. And we actually have customers and wholesale who are like, I would not have thought that cookies would sell in a coffee shop, and your guys' cookies sell hand over fist. I'm selling out of them all the time. One of our wholesalers can't keep M&M cookies in stock. One of our wholesalers cannot keep chocolate chip cookies in stock. We've even had a wholesaler be like, hey, I have a customer who is literally driving up. Do you guys have any maple oatmeal raisin cookies in the shop today? Like, she's coming just to get them from you guys because we are out of them. So our cookies are really, really good. If you have not tried them, I highly suggest that. The sugar cookies are hilarious because my sister has been practicing piping and icing and all of that. So she's the one that decorates the sugar cookies most of the time. But you guys are so hilarious when you guys are coming in the shop and be like, oh, I saw you had sugar cookies out on your sign. Are they all out of the shop? And we're like, yeah, we already sold out. And you guys are like, no. And it's so funny how many people are like, oh my gosh, I had your sugar cookies at a bridal shower or a baby shower, and I like have to order more, or birthday parties, and I like order sugar cookies. I actually am not a sugar cookie fan. It is too sweet for me with all the icing and the sugar cookie itself. But I just chuckle when people are like, I need them. Can I place an order for them? And I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. You're so funny. Peanut butter energy bites. There's a lot of you guys that come in for the peanut butter energy bites. They're like, I don't know, peanut butter energy bites. They're circular balls and they're really, really tasty. And you can grab them by the 6-pack. And then we also carry some alternatives. So we really are trying to make sure that we have something for anybody who might have a dietary restriction, because we all want to be able to have our sweets, right? Like, come on. With that being said, we have keto products in our shop. Our keto products are made with gluten-friendly ingredients, and they're made with alternative sugar and alternative flour. That makes them really great for diabetics. It makes them really great for people who are on keto diets. So we do cookies, muffins, and cheesecake. Again, our flavors rotate, but we always try to have something keto in stock. And then we offer gluten-friendly options. Now, before you start beating down the door in comments, what do I mean about gluten-friendly? We are not a gluten-free certified kitchen. We do have gluten in our kitchen. However, we do everything in our power to prevent cross-contamination. We tell anybody who asks us that same exact information, okay? So we cannot guarantee that there is absolutely nothing gluten floating in there, like particle-wise, right? Because we are in a gluten kitchen. So there are people who like just opening something that has gluten and it going into the air can like cause them to break out. Like, I actually knew somebody that happened to. The minute she opened a bag of cookies that were made with gluten, her arms like broke out. So we cannot say that there is 100% no gluten anywhere near there, because we are not a certified gluten-free kitchen. There is gluten in our kitchen, but we do everything in our power to prevent cross-contamination. So I just want to clarify that for you guys. All right, so what do we carry that's gluten-friendly? We have muffins, and we can do cupcakes, and we also have cookies. And we do carry a variety of cupcakes. We don't always have the cupcakes in the shop, but you can always order them. So if you're like, oh, I didn't know you had those things, or oh, I have a party and I want to order something, or oh, here's a really big one. Nurses Week is coming up. Admin Day is coming up. Teacher Appreciation Week is coming up. And you're like, oh, I'd love to order something. How do I do that? Great question. So we do require a 7-day notice. So if you're like, oh, I'd really like pistachio muffins, give us a call. If you give us a 7-day notice, we can go ahead and produce those for you. I did forget some really important things. No. We're going to back up. Okay, so not only do we have gluten-free or gluten-friendly, but we also have vegan-friendly. So we have a vegan-friendly carrot cake muffin that can also be made gluten-friendly. And then we have a zucchini muffin. Yes. The zucchini muffin, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to call it zucchini bread muffin or just zucchini muffin. I'm not sure. My sister and I, my grandma used to make us zucchini bread when we were kiddos, and my grandpa retired, and then he went back to work, and then he retired again. And he worked at Rogers, and he always got these like little bitty chocolate chips. And I remember we'd always get in the freezer and we'd be eating them all the time. And my grandma would be yelling at us like, get out of the chocolate chips. I can't make you guys zucchini bread if you don't stay out of the chocolate chips, because she always threw chocolate chips in our zucchini bread. And I remember one time I got it and I was like, Grandma, where's the chocolate chips? And she's like, you guys ate them all. Anyways, so my grandma always made us zucchini bread, and my sister and I were adamant about my mom making a zucchini bread muffin. And so yes, we have a vegan-friendly zucchini bread muffin. It is everything you thought zucchini bread was about. It is delicious, and it can be made gluten-friendly as well. Okay, now that I told you that, you can place an order. All custom orders require 7-day notice. Sometimes we can work people in, but a lot of times we need 7-day notice so that we can make sure we schedule it for production. And then how, you're probably asking, like, how do I order? Great question. You can call us, you can text us, or you can send us an email or hop on social media and message us from there. That brings me to my second faux pas. So one time I was like, you can call us. And then I was like, our phone number is, and I blanked out. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what it is. I was like, I hope my sister's watching. Sister, I hope you're watching. I'm like, message me, comment. What is our phone number? And I went into like complete panic mode, live on video for the world to see. This time I was smart enough and I wrote it down. It's 636-422-3299. So if you're like, oh, I want to call you, you can definitely call us. You can look us up on our website. It's perfectlypastry.com. You can find us on social media. Third business faux pas. I'm like faux pas. That's not a word. Faux pas of this live, right? I messed up our social media handles. What? Yes. When we first started, I totally messed up our social media handles. With that being said, Facebook is the only one that we are at Perfectly Pastry Bakery. Yes. All the other ones is Perfectly Pastry. So if you're like, oh, I'd love to find you and message you on social media, great. We'd love you to join us on social media. Just remember, I messed up Facebook, and it is at Perfectly Pastry Bakery, and all the other ones are at Perfectly Pastry. So yes, you can message us on Facebook. You can shoot us an email, ordering@perfectlypastry.com. We will respond to you and let you know what we can do for you. If you have any questions, ask your questions. We don't mind to answer them. All right, so that was a lot of information. So let's just do a recap real quick, okay? So our address, let me just put it up there for you. 201 North Main. We're open Tuesday through Saturday from 7:30 to 2 p.m. We love to carry a variety of muffins, gooey butter cheesecake, gooey butter. We have gluten-friendly options. We have vegan-friendly options. We have cookies. We have peanut butter energy bites. We have gooey butter cheesecake. We have keto cheesecake. By the way, if you have never had keto cheesecake and you're a keto fan, it is definitely worth trying. It is really, really good. And just so you know, we do require a 7-day notice for all orders. You can call us, text us, email us, go on our website, however you need to get a hold of us, and we will answer you back. All right, before I hop off, I just want to remind everybody, in case you haven't penciled it in, Nurses Week is coming up, Administrative Day is coming up, and so is Teacher Appreciation Week. Those are all coming up at the end of April, beginning of May. So if you're like me and you've procrastinated, you better start thinking about that soon, because I'm like, oh, great. I got to start, like every year the school reaches out to me and they're like, would you donate this, this, and this for Teacher Appreciation? So I'm going to have to like pay attention to my emails, right? Get prepared for that. And then I always buy the teacher something a little bit, you know, just a little something. Okay, so if you're watching this video on Facebook, you should be liking and following us on Facebook. If Facebook's not your jam and you're watching this on another video platform, come and find us on social media. Facebook is at Perfectly Pastry Bakery. All other social media is at Perfectly Pastry. Oh, look, I have a banner for that as well. All right, you guys, I'm going to hop off of here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week.